always think of you when spring comes.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, which I'm sure you are, my name is Lennox Blake and I am a 28-year-old late diagnosed autistic, and I also have ADHD. So in today's video, we're gonna go over masking. And this trait alone is why we go so long with being undiagnosed or misdiagnosed. So what is masking? Masking is when you learn neurotypical behaviors and mimic them in social situations. Like using a mask and not being your authentic self, hiding those autistic traits. Now, some don't mask at all, and that's why they look autistic. Others, like me, we deserve an Academy Award. Our acting skills are superb. Now, masking affects women on a much larger scale than it does men, and that's why I think is a huge reason why we go so long without being diagnosed. That's how we get away through life with not knowing we're autistic, because we've learned to mask all our autistic traits. Examples are forcing eye contact, mimicking gestures, imitating smiles or facial gestures, hiding or minimizing our personal interests, and scripting conversations. So things that I do to mask are, like, I use words that others use a lot, and most of the time I'll use them wrong, but I'm just going off the script that I have in my head. And then one thing I used to do in school was I talked with an accent. I think I've said this in another video, but one of the girls in school, she had a very nasally accent, and so I just thought that that's how we were supposed to talk when we talked to each other. So I talked with a nasally accent. Another thing was, if I saw someone, let's say, wear an orange shirt, I would make my mom go out and find that shirt, because that's just how I thought I had to, not necessarily fit in, but I would also, so when I was younger and I would watch, let's say, Lizzie McGuire, or when I got a little bit older, I think Hannah Montana was on, I would try to dress like that so that I could fit in. Another thing that I used to do more in grade school was, this girl wrote her A's a different way than I did, and so I started writing my A's the way she did. Just some weird things that I did. I tried everything in my power to pass as normal, because I thought everybody did that. I guess I was a copycat, but I was just trying to not seem like an alien. Now, the one masking trait that I do that I still struggle with is forcing eye contact. Now, I'm so much better at it now, but I can't make eye contact with males. I think my husband is the only person that I can hold eye contact with for a while, but it physically is painful, and it almost makes my eyes burn to make eye contact with people. I don't know how others feel, but it literally hurts to make eye contact with people and forcing it. I just want to close my eyes so bad and look away. Another thing I do to mask is I use scripts. I have a script for everything. If you guys follow me on TikTok, which my handle is right here, I share my U2 script, which is the script that I use a lot, when I'm at restaurants or picking up groceries. Sorry, my dog is always barking. And sometimes I do really well, and sometimes it's an epic fail, and so it goes into the file of laughable moments of my YouTube script. Now, the only thing that I'm surprised I didn't mask is my stimming. I've always stimmed. I thought it was normal, even in public. When I stand, I can't stand still, so I sway back and forth. And I've never not stimmed. I'm always stimming, and I just thought it was normal. I didn't realize until I was diagnosed with autism and learning about autism that that's why I did that. I didn't really think it was anything that would make somebody uncomfortable, so I just do it, and I still do it. So how is masking dangerous? First off, masking is extremely exhausting, and if you know anything about the spoon theory, Masking takes all your spoons. So even from the smallest interaction, it can take all our energy. Like let's say I go to Drive Up all the time. I no longer shop in the stores. Maybe every once in a while I'll go into Target. That's kind of rare. But the whole way there, I'm going over the script in my head of what I'm gonna say, those couple words that I say to the person helping me, and trying not to mess it up, even though I still do, and that's okay, but it's extremely exhausting. Masking is also a loss of identity. I still don't know who I am because I've taken all these scripts and things, and I don't even know what I like. I don't know what I don't like. I'm just a shell of a person. And obviously that leads to increased anxiety and stress, and which is not good for us. We have a lot of stress and anxiety as it is being autistic, and when you mask, which is also kind of how we cope, it's hard. Like, where is the fine line of making it okay? And then of course, when you're masking for a really long time, it leads to autistic burnout, which it can be really scary and is really hard to avoid. So I feel for all the autistic people who have to mask on a daily. Okay, my dogs are inside now, so if you hear them, I'm sorry. Now, can we stop all these coping mechanisms to not be so exhausted? I don't know. I'm still learning and honestly kind of failing miserably. Having to change all these habits that I've learned over 28 years is honestly so hard. But I have been told a couple things on how to stop, so I want to share them with you. The number one thing I was told to do to stop is to actually find out what you like and what you don't like. And number two is setting boundaries to make myself more comfortable. So one of the things that I did that really stressed me out in a social situation was hugging. It's always the greetings that they really stress me out, and I'm just extremely awkward. So I honestly try to avoid them, but saying hi, and where I live, it's really big for you to hug everybody that you see, and I don't like that. I don't like being touched too, so that's just one thing that I've stopped doing. Somebody else told me another thing to stop masking is, like, when you're in public and you feel the need to stim and you want to stim, is to find more acceptable ways to stim. Now, for me, I couldn't care less. I have always stimmed in public. I've always rocked or tapped my foot, shook my leg, picked my skin, and so because I've done it my whole life and I didn't realize it wasn't supposed to, I don't feel like I'm gonna change that to make anybody else more comfortable, so I still do those things. But maybe for you, if that's feel like something you need to do, then do it, and if not, who the heck cares? And number four, it's 2022, and when I made this channel, I was really vulnerable sharing this with everybody, but I feel like who the heck cares anymore? And we should feel comfortable and not feel like an alien. So honestly, who cares? Who cares what anybody thinks anymore? You know, do what makes you comfortable. Set those boundaries so that you're comfortable, so you don't burn out. Gosh, I still am exhausted from social situations, so I don't put myself in them if I don't have to. But I know that there are people who have to go to work, who have to do those things. So I do feel for you. And if you guys have any tips to help, please leave them in the comments for other people. I want to create that community that I feel like maybe isn't out there. So just be the beautiful autistic unicorn you were born to be, because who the heck cares anymore? All right, guys, I hope you guys like this video. I'm gonna try to keep posting more, and if you guys have any ideas on what you want to see next, please leave them in the comments. And follow me down on Instagram and TikTok, although I haven't posted there in a gajillion years because I've been so busy trying to lose weight that it's taken all my spoons. But I did the 8-week challenge with One Up Nutrition, and that is now over, and we actually find out on April 4th, so next Monday, and I'm excited to see how I did. If you guys want to know, the pictures are not pretty, but they are on my Instagram, and hopefully I'll start posting more on there as well. Please subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. It means so much to me. You guys have no idea, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up